right there, boy.
In almost every corner of the earth.
It's gonna hit the shock. Watch out.
Every moment of every day.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Cameras are rolling on the most heart-stopping.
This is insane.
Gut-wrenching. Awe-inspiring. Weather out there.
We don't really know how to react.
Look at that, dude.
So we wind up mesmerized.
You can't pull away.
This is reality TV.
You think you know your weather? Our team breaks down the science behind the storm.
You can see the water flowing into the vortex.
Inside the most shocking viral videos that will blow your mind. A series of tornadoes touches down across eastern Colorado. Storm chaser Gabe Cox is on the hunt. He's turned a lifelong obsession with weather into a part-time profession.
Look at that.
High Plains magic.
The first storm that we encountered was a tornado that went through Eckley, Colorado, which thankfully is a town that's just wide open fields.
Ripping the ground up, drill bit, multi-vortex.
But Gabe Cox's day is just beginning.
We noticed another supercell that was heading towards the highway we had just come off of. And this supercell was only about 15 minutes down the road.
It's coming down, it's coming down. It's coming down.
Sometimes it's a chance turn down a country road that can lead to the biggest discoveries.
What started out as a little rope tornado all of a sudden becomes this violent cyclone, wider and wider and wider.
Check those people over there.
The good news is that thing sat out there where it doesn't hurt anybody.
Safety is always priority number one. But how close is too close?
For storm chasers, it's really important that they keep their surroundings in mind. There are all kinds of other hazards. There's falling debris, there is lightning, there's hail. And one of the maneuvers we like to take as a precaution is to come in behind the tornado. And that way the tornado is always moving away from us and we can safely follow behind.
Real experienced storm chasers know how close they can get and where the storms are going. I personally wouldn't want to be this close, a little too close for comfort for me.
That's just way too close. It looks way too close.
It was incredible to see how fast that tornado formed. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Of my 15 years of storm chasings, from a single vortex to a violent EF5 tornado in 20 seconds, and that's all it took.
Listen to it!
The video is incredible of this tornado. I've never seen video like this before because you actually see the birth of a monster.
There it is. There it is. Oh, gosh.
It was incredible in a scary way because we knew the town of Joplin was right there.
The fact that it developed into a monster so rapidly made it very difficult to provide a proper warning to the people of Joplin.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Just watching it form, you know, went from excitement to horror, knowing that it was probably going to affect people's lives out there.
Oh, my gosh, it's right there. Okay, just go slow, go slow. It's going to cross the road right up there.
What also made the Joplin tornado so bad was that it was a rain-wrapped tornado.
That can make it very dangerous because you're expecting to see this stovepipe-like tornado come your way, and all you're seeing is a big mass of dark clouds.
Dude, the trees are debarked.
There's no way of knowing that you have an EF5 tornado until it starts creating damage. That's the way tornadoes are rated. This was the kind of tornado you had to be underground to be safe.
And little did we know that this would intensify rapidly into the costliest single tornado in U.S. history. And it happened just like that.
That same day, Mike Bettis was reporting for the Weather Channel.
The scene is fairly remarkable. And this is a convenience store. Look at the vehicles here. That's the gas station and the canopy there.
I ended up arriving just minutes after this tornado mowed through Joplin, and it was destruction everywhere you looked. It's the saddest thing I've ever seen.
It put knots in my stomach just seeing that.
The Joplin EF5 tornado raged for just under 40 minutes. 158 people lost their lives. The Joplin tornado was the deadliest since 1932, when twisters hit Tupelo, Mississippi, and Gainesville, Georgia, killing over 200 in each.
I gotta tell you, my guess is these are definitely hurricane strength winds, because I've been in numerous hurricanes, and a sustained hurricane force wind, you just can't even stand upright in.
The tricky part of this, and there you see it, is the gustiness. It's not the speed of the wind, it's the variability in the wind that makes it hard to stand up.
And it's got to be loud. I can only imagine how loud it is with the wind whipping around out there like that.
And the poor camera guy, I mean, he's probably got a $50,000 camera there that he wants to put on his shoulder and shoot this. But then think about how top heavy you are. You're only looking out of one eye. You're just asking to be blown over.
Reporter Keely Chalmers did take a minor tumble that day, but headed back for more.
She has to crawl. She can't even stand up.
The trick here is definitely to stay low.
I would have done this. This looks fun. As a meteorologist, this looks fun. I probably would have strapped myself to the handrail, but it still looks like fun. Who can say they've withstood 100-mile-an-hour winds?
Time for a quick quiz about wind. Where have the fastest wind speeds been measured? The fastest wind speeds ever measured don't come from our planet. NASA's Chandra X-ray Observatory has clocked winds in supermassive black holes at around 20 million miles per hour, or about 3% the speed of light.
So here we are waiting on the runway, very heavy rain.
And clearly those planes, they're not going anywhere.
What's about to happen next at Atlanta's International Airport? Think you know the answer? This airliner takes a direct hit.
Wow.
Woo! And then you see that lightning strike.
Boy, this looks scary. This incredibly powerful lightning strike hits the fuselage of this 737, but the fuselage is metal.
The metal fuselage acts as a Faraday cage, an enclosure that blocks electric fields.
All the electrical equipment, all of the passengers, all of the important parts of your plane are protected on the inside of that Faraday cage. If you were to somehow touch it, you'd probably die. But you're inside the plane, and the charge isn't anywhere near you. And it's designed to do exactly that.
While parked or taxiing, a lightning hit is rerouted over the airliner and into the ground, usually through the landing gear. Tires sometimes catch fire. In flight, the skin of the aircraft takes the lightning.
Valley electrical storm, I've been on a plane where it's been hit. It's literally flash boom, just like that. The sound waves explode right over you immediately after the flash. It really happens that quick because you're in it, you're a part of it. But seeing it from that angle freaks you out big time. Like, how can I be protected from that?
It's estimated that lightning strikes each plane in the U.S. commercial fleet about once a year without any serious consequences.
You'll feel a jolt, you'll feel some turbulence, but you can keep flying.
Aircraft often trigger lightning when flying through a heavily charged region of a cloud. In these instances, the lightning flash originates at the airplane and extends away in opposite directions. Equals loss of traction.
Seconds after they thought they were safely going down the highway, they're tumbling down the embankment and just hoping to survive.
Two ways to avoid crashes when you're talking about a potential icy situation. Number one, don't go on the road at all. Two, slow down.
Fortunately, everyone in this vehicle was wearing seatbelts and survived the accident. In the U.S., flooding, hurricanes, and other extreme weather events cause an average of 375 fatalities per year. That toll is dwarfed by the 5,900 weather-related traffic fatalities each year. Coming up, from a dash cam in Russia to this home security camera near Cleveland, Ohio. What happens next? Think you know the answer?
There you go. Whew. The best thing this girl did was hold on.
As she scampered to the door, the little girl held Mom's phone.
One hand on a cell phone, one hand on a doorknob, and no worries, just whee!
It really doesn't take a lot of wind for this to happen because she doesn't weigh very much, and that door is like a big sail.
I don't think it's truly any more than 10 mile per hour wind, but that's the power of the wind.
Do you know which is America's windiest state? According to the U.S. Department of Energy, Nebraska is the windiest state, and Kansas is number 2. Mississippi has the least wind of the 50 states.